So right now I'm about to do this panel. Gotta have it looking nice. I'm a little nervous, but I think I do pretty good. So here we go right now. Welcome to my channel YouTube. It's your boy Steven. And in today's video, I'm gonna share with you guys, I had the opportunity to wire my first panel as an electrical apprentice. It was a great experience for me. I'm gonna take you guys throughout the entire journey of how I completed it. We had a lot of work to do with this job site. As you guys could see early in the video, there was a lot of things that wasn't to code and we were there to complete everything. Basically, we had 2 or 3 different jobs going on at the time. We had a crew of people there. One group was working on changing the old transfer switch. Another group was working on setting the generator. And I had the opportunity, my journeyman was like, "Hey, Steven, I need you to rewire this." And I was like, okay, like, definitely I was very excited about the opportunity. I was like, I got this, man, I got this. Before I started to wire everything, my journeyman was in there with me. We actually removed the old panel, as you guys saw at the beginning of the video what it looked like. We removed the old panel, we got us a new panel, knocked out the correct holes that we needed to. Then we fit our new panel into the wall, got all of our wires done. And then basically my journeyman was like, all right, the rest is up to you, Steven. So I was like, all right, I got it. One of the first things we did is that we taped all of our wires that we had to our breakers. So anything was like 20 amp, 30 amp, 2-pole, single pole, whatever that might be, we got our white tape and marked it on there so that we could remember exactly what breaker it went to. That was the first thing we did. And after that, basically what I wanted to do is kind of separate everything. I wanted to separate all of my grounds on one side, and I wanted to separate all of my neutrals on the other side, and everything that was for the breakers, the 2 poles, single pole, I kind of kept all of that together. The purpose for that was just to try to keep everything organized. As we continue with the video, I tried to extend my wires as much as I could. So I cut back some of the Romex that I had extra in the panel, kind of leaving the Romex to where it just barely touching the pop-in bushing at the top of the panel. What I wanted to do is make sure I maximize my wire length. So that's what you guys saw me do earlier, just to try to do that. Once I did that and I got everything how I wanted it to do, the next thing I did was to just start wiring everything. This was a long process. My main goal was just to make sure that I'm doing good work and make sure that everything is nice and neat. Not only for the customer, just for myself. I think your work speaks for yourself. When you go into different job sites and things like that, and customers be like, you know what, I want Steven to do this. He does really good work. He takes pride in the things he do. So those are the type of things that I take pride in. But yeah, once we get all of this taken care of, you'll see how we have everything separated. I know all of this looks like a lot, which it is. It's a lot of stuff everywhere. But we definitely be able to make everything work. As you guys see, I have all of my neutrals and my grounds separated. So with me starting with the neutral side, basically once I stretched out all of my wire, I wanted to start with the wire that was the longest, and I kind of started to connect everything towards the bottom, and I worked my way up to the top. That was what my thinking was, just so I didn't have to splice anything, use as much wire as possible, just in case another electrician needed to come in, they had a little slack, just in case. Think about the next person that would be coming in after me, whenever we got done with the job. With this, I wanted to make it, like I said, as nice and neat as possible. So you'll see me try to form it up in the corner, and then make my loop to where it needed to be connected at, and I just tried to make all of them like that. That was my my main goal with everything. I didn't have any zip ties. I wish we did. I probably could have made it look a little better, but I still made it work, and I think that everything still looked nice. This process is going to be a little repetitive, but we're just trying to make sure everything is uniform, nice and neat, so we can continue to move on throughout the panel. I think everything went great, and with me rewatching this back and just seeing this whole process, man, I really am happy, that I was able to even, do this, that my journeyman, trust me to get this job done. So much appreciative about all of that. I think it's a great feeling when you're doing any work, when you're completing a task and you're starting from the beginning to when you finish it, that overall feeling of just knowing you got something done, especially if you're doing it the right way. It's just an overall great feeling to have. That's what I enjoy about, being an electrician, because it's the customer was really happy once we finished the job. So she was really nice. She even bought us lunch, so I was really appreciative about that. But yeah, now I'm just stripping everything back and still keeping it formed nice and neat. Working in panels is something I enjoy. I got that first experience, I guess, building the meter poles, kind of understanding how the panel works and how it looks inside. So that was just something that I was a little bit more comfortable with. But definitely in the future, maybe one day, I do my own panel swap. This definitely gave me some confidence, for sure. It definitely gave me some confidence that I can do this one day. So yeah, in due time, man, I'll be able to do my own panel swaps. Now, this whole time I was in this room by myself, it was too quiet in there, so I had to play some music to keep me going. You know, I was jamming Sam Cooke, Al Green, Otis Redding. I mean, I was listening to that the whole day just to kind of keep me going. So, you know, it kind of kept me calm in a positive mood. You know, made me think about my grandparents. But I got it all done, and we kept moving on. Now, this is how everything looks with the neutrals. I got everything nice and neat, work my way up from the bottom to the top. I think it all looks nice and it's all coming together. Now we're moving on to working with the grounds, and basically we're just going to repeat that same process, working with our longest wire, working from the bottom to the top. We're going to do that, and like I said, all of this went pretty smooth. I didn't really have any issues with this at all. It was just all about making it look nice and uniform to basically look just like the neutral side until we started to add our splices and things like that. But yeah, man, this was a great experience for me. I'll let y'all know what's been going on at work. I've been with a crew and we've been working on this RV park. So we just setting a bunch of pedestals so where they'll be having the RVs and everything like that. We've been pulling wire in this long trench. It has definitely been an experience. It's been pretty cool. You know, I've never done anything like that. So anytime I'm able to learn something that's gonna help me further my career, I'm always appreciative about it. But it's definitely been cool, a little different. But yeah, we still getting it done. Also on September 19th of this year, made the little 1 year anniversary of me being on YouTube. You know, I posted my first video, you know, of my electrical apprentice journey. And to think, man, a whole year has passed by. It goes by so fast, man. But I'm definitely appreciative about everything, about all of the support. And just, you know, letting other people know out there there's other things that you can do out in the world. And, you know, being an electrician gives you a lot of opportunities, and, you know, just give you something different to look at if you're trying to pursue, you know, a career. And just my whole goal was just to give an insight, you know, for other people, younger people, older people that are, you know, changing their careers, you know, want to do something different like myself, you know, or somebody that's, you know, in high school looking to, you know, join after they graduate. So yeah, that was the whole objective of my channel, you know, and I just, you know, hope to continue to, you know, inspire and show the process, the ups and downs, the challenges that you're gonna have in this trade, you know, throughout my entire journey. So yeah, I'm very, very happy about that. I'm gonna be making a video and putting that out on my 1 year anniversary on YouTube. So be on the lookout for that. Also, I'm gonna add a few episodes. I'm gonna do a few things around my house. Now that I feel a lot more confident in the work that I'm doing, some things that I want to add and change around the house. You know, we've been a homeowner, so I want to add some outdoor receptacles to my home because we don't have any currently. When we got the house, it was no outdoor receptacles. I want to add some lights in the attic, and I need to add a disconnect by my condenser. So I'm going to share that with y'all and just show you some of the things I update and change around the house also. So yeah, I think that'd be pretty cool to sprinkle in here and there on the channel. So definitely I'm excited about that. But we're going to finish the rest of these ground wires and knock the rest of these out. Slowly but surely, it's all coming together. Only thing I have to do after this is connect my feeder wires, and then we'll start connecting the breakers. But everything is still looking nice and neat. My arms were definitely tired and it was hot in there because we had to cut the power off. Luckily, my journeyman had his light. I need to actually get me a light, you know, so that I can do this, because if I didn't have his light, I wouldn't have known what to do. But hopefully in the future I'm able to buy me a light, or a Milwaukee one, since I got Milwaukee right now. That'll kind of help me out when I'm in dark areas and things like that. Yeah, man, it's coming along. I'm liking it. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the video. I know it's a pretty long one. Try not to make them too long, but this was a whole process the whole day, so hopefully you guys are enjoying it. This is how it looks with the grounds and the neutrals. I think everything looks nice. I haven't added my splices yet, but now we're gonna just start working on the feeder wires. I'm gonna start with my neutral. That one was a little long, so I cut that one down, stripped it out, and landed those. and I knocked out my 2 hots. But I didn't mention earlier in the video that this home had like 3 panels. It was an add-on, so they had panels everywhere. This wasn't the first means of disconnect, so I had to keep my grounds and neutral separate. They were not bonded together. Why you see them separate, but there were so many code violations throughout the entire house, it didn't make any sense. I had never seen anything that bad, so I wasn't sure who did the previous work, but I definitely know I can't wait till one day, you know, when I get my journeyman's card, to be able to handle a job like that by myself. Feel confident that we'll be able to get everything done. So in due time, you know, we can work hard and day by day. And then when we get that journeyman card, man, it's gonna be the ultimate blessing, man. I can't wait for the day. This is how everything look after I connected our feeder wires. Now it's time to move on to the splices. Like I said, I tried my hardest not to, you know, have to splice the wires, but some of the wires were just too short, and I wasn't able to, you know, land them where they needed to be landed. So we had about 4 or 5 slices. We had a few, I think like 3 or 4 on the grounds, and about 2 or 3 with the neutrals. So basically that's just what I'm doing right now. I just try to form it up as nice as I can and still make it look nice and uniform with the other ground wires and the other neutral that I had. And that basically was it. And what I learned during this process is that wiring a panel takes time. You know, it's a lot of things you want to make sure that you are doing correctly, especially when you're putting your breakers back where they're supposed to go. Make sure you got the right size wire on the right size breakers, because sometimes the customers might put the wrong size wire on the wrong breaker, and you have to be able to catch that and correct it, you know, so you won't have any problems in the future. But yeah, it's a job that takes time, but I do think when it's all complete, it's well worth it. And you can actually just look back and just be like, man, this is the work that I was able to create. One thing I can definitely say is that as I am getting more confident doing it, you know, hopefully, you know, I'm able to speed up a little bit more, get a little faster doing it. But, you know, I just wanted to make sure I wasn't gonna make any mistakes. And this is what it looks like with the splices that I had. I still kind of kept that uniform, and I just had those go to the top. Now I'm working on my neutrals. When I mean we had a lot of stuff to do here, I really do mean it. In this little area I was in, it was like a closet. So we had the water heater here, and we had 3 wires that were like somebody had drilled 3 holes in the floor, and those were the condenser wires. So they just drilled 3 holes for each single wire, and it didn't make any sense. So we had to rerun that wire the correct way. We had to use some Seal Tight and connect it to the disconnect outside. And then we had to put some Seal Tight for the water heater, because they just had loose Romex just going to connect it, and that isn't the correct way. But it was a lot going on, but we got it done. So right now I'm doing pretty good with the panel. Got all of my neutrals landed, got all of my grounds landed. I had to do a little bit of splicing, not too much, but some of the wires were pretty short, so I just had to make it work. But yeah, all in all, man, it's going good. I think it's looking good. Probably a few things I probably could have done better, but all in all, I think it's going good. About to start wiring up all of my breakers and getting all that landed, and you know, we'll see the finished product. But hopefully y'all enjoying it. If y'all are, hit the thumbs up button. I appreciate y'all. Let's finish the video. Let's go. Now that we're getting these breakers landed, we're gonna get all these connected and everything like that. I'm gonna take a little time, man, just to talk to y'all, man. You know, these last few months, man, I done had some adversity, you know, and I just feel like, man, God is, you know, testing me in every way. And it's like, bro, I don't, you know, sometimes you don't be understanding what the purpose of it is and all that. But yeah, man, it's been a little challenging, you know. I definitely still been, you know, locked in, and just trying to stay focused and, you know, keep the main thing. But it's definitely been some ups and downs and everything, and I definitely feel like God has, you know, been pushing me to see how I'm gonna react. But, you know, like I said, I still been trying to stay focused and just, you know, remembering why I started this, and remember why, you know, I wanted to become an electrician, knowing that, you know, this journey of, you know, being an apprentice, you know, or just the electrician in general, man, you know, it's not gonna be a easy one, especially starting off. You know, you have to, you know, deal with a few things, and, you know, you just got to keep pushing, and, you know, just try to be the best version, you know, of yourself, no matter what's going on around you. You know, talk to my pops and my grandfather about everything, and, you know, they just kind of tell me, you know, you got to keep going. Don't let none of that little small stuff, get you off what you're trying to do. So yeah, man. Yeah, it's been a little rough, man. It's been a little rough, but everything gonna be smooth. Everything is gonna work out. I definitely believe that. Just keep working hard, keep trusting myself. Keep getting better each and every day. There's always gonna be ups and downs. No matter what you're doing. But hopefully my experience in life, definitely has helped me, manage certain situations probably better than I would have handled them, if I was younger. But for sure, got to keep going. I know everything will get better throughout this entire thing. So, in any of you new apprentices that come in, y'all have a few challenges, have a few ups and downs. Don't quit, don't give up, man. Don't fall into that. Everything ain't gonna be easy. Just keep going, bro. Whatever you do, just try to find some type of will inside of you, to remember why you're doing what you're doing during those tough times, man. Because those tough times come, and yeah, they come, man. They coming. Just try to, push through it. I definitely, like I said, I always try to be honest with y'all. Being an electrician is, I think, a great career choice. A good opportunity to provide for your family, and help other generations coming along under you. But there are definitely some challenges, in it. Don't be blind, coming into the field. Just try to come in there with a sharp mind and understanding why you're there, get the job done, and don't worry about any of the other stuff that goes on. Just got to stay locked in throughout that entire journey. Try to remind myself that all the time. And like I said, anytime I'm having tough times, I definitely, hit up my pops and my grandfather, and they definitely give me some, good sound advice. They've been in this world for a while, and whenever I need to hear something from a man's perspective, I hit them up. So I'm much appreciative for my pops and my grandfather, man. So everything's been going smooth so far. Haven't had any issues, anything like that. My journeyman came in, checked in on me to see how everything was, and he was like, "Oh, this looks nice, Steven." So that made me pretty happy to know that it looked nice. I felt like everything was going nice also. But yeah, the customer came and checked it out before I was finished, and she had I was all coming along. So yeah, it put me in a really, really good mood to see that other people appreciated the work and the effort that I was putting in, trying to make sure that everything looked nice and neat. I started at the bottom to connect all of my 2-pole breakers, and then I worked my way up to the top with my single pole breakers, which was like the 20 amps and the 30 amps that we had. I kind of still kept everything uniform. I put my black wire at the top and my white wire at the bottom, and that's just kind of how I did it, for all of my 2-pole breakers, so it would look nice in the panel. But yeah, we're just kind of finishing up this process, getting everything taken care of. I really wish I would have had some zip ties. I think it would have kind of helped tighten up everything in the corners, but all in all, I still feel like it went good, and I'm just happy about the process and how everything went. This definitely was a big confidence booster for myself. Like I said, just to kind of see how far I've come, man. Like I said, it's a year and a half, and I would have never, pictured, me not doing this trade at all. To me now, like wiring a panel, it just lets you know that, with hard work and opportunity, and God will just make a way for you, man. So definitely grateful and appreciative about everything, for sure, man. But we were able to finish the other projects, at the job site. They were able to put a new transfer switch in for the old generator, and they were able to set the new generator. So it was a lot of work that needed to be done that day. I think we left probably about 6:30. It was a pretty long day, but we got it done. The customer was extremely happy, which is always the most important thing. And she called the shop and was happy, let them know she appreciated all the work. One of the things that I didn't show you guys in the video is that we had to come back and actually label the panel. So where all of those breakers were, we had to label, they were for a living room receptacle, for the bathroom and things like that. We went back and did that. So that is something that you need to do, is make sure that you are labeling your panel so you'll know where everything is. You can also find that in the code book. It should be in Article 4 or 8.4. It just lets you know exactly that you need to have that labeled. Not only does it help us or any other electrician that comes after us, but it helps the customer in case they need to turn off a breaker. They'll know exactly what it's for and where it's located. So, just a little FYI for y'all, help y'all out. We're gonna finish wrapping this up, doing my last touches that I need to connecting the last few breakers. I had a few splices that I needed to take care of. It wasn't too many, but some of the wires were just too short, so I had to give me some number 12 and some number 10 and just kind of take care of everything like that. All of my splices, I kind of did them at the bottom right corner, just so you couldn't see them. It wouldn't be that bad of an eyesore. So, but all in all, I feel like it was fine. It wasn't too bad. Most of the wires reached, and I tried to leave as much slack as I could, like I said, for whoever comes in and work after me. But yeah, now I'm just forming out everything, doing my splices right here, and we just moving along. We pretty much done. We just wrapping everything up here. We had to clean up the area, so for y'all who are still watching, man, I just want to say thank y'all for y'all support. Your boy truly appreciates it so much, man. You accomplished another goal, so we on to the next one. And hopefully the next time I do another panel, it'll go even smoother than this one. This is the finished product, y'all. This is how everything looks. Hopefully you guys like it. I think it looks amazing. I worked hard at it, and I feel like it all came together. So definitely grateful about the opportunity. And yeah, we did it, man. We did it. We did it. So hope y'all enjoyed the video. Thank y'all for all the support, and I'll see you guys in the next one. We out.